Hello and welcome. Today I don't have a full match for you guys, but because I noticed some differences in how HE behaves after the latest patch, which is 5.1.0, I decided to make a video about my Mogami not being able to damage higher tier battleships at all with HE, or almost not at all. Even because some people were doubting what I was saying, so I decided to show it to you because you don't seem to otherwise understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's a Montana over there. So I'll show what happens when I shoot at a Montana. I am a Mogami with 155mm guns. I fire all my full volley with HE at the Montana. He has 93,033 HP. I hit 10 shells and he still has 93,033 HP, which means that my 10 hits did 0 damage. And my next 5 hits did also 0 damage. So I have hit the Montana with 15 HE shells, and I have done a total of 0 damage. Okay, it might be like a freak accident if it happens like once. I mean, I know that HE shells don't always deal damage, and they don't always deal a lot damage, but sometimes, or rather, I mean, it happens, so maybe it's just like a coincidence that I just got unlucky. Okay, whatever. There's an Otago, let's fire at her. An Otago is less armored, so I haven't noticed any problem shooting at cruisers. And I did 9 hits, 6,800 damage. Everything's working fine like it was before the patch. Like, this damage was normal. Okay, this time I missed myself, so don't mind that. Essentially, the problem that I have is, okay, this was normal too. The problem that I noticed was that if I shot higher armed targets like high tier battleships with HE, especially lower caliber HE, that is all HE that is below 203mm in caliber, HE would deal often literally no damage. Other than on my Błyskawica. In that case, for some reason, when I shot ships, they dealt normal damage, but shooting like Cleveland guns, which are 152mm, or Mogami 155mm, or Atlanta guns, or Murmansk, or Marblehead guns at battleships, my HE did very little damage in general. Like, they would simply deal like no damage, even against Fusas, Tirpitz, Montanas, Yamatos, North Carolinas. Although against Colorados they did nice normal damage for some reason, I don't know why. Anyways, firing at the Yamato now. First volley I missed, obviously, but second volley 8 hits, 858 damage. 8 HE hits on a Yamato, and I did 858 damage. This is like if you have a gearing and you're shooting at a goddamn Taiho or Hakuryo's deck. You like hit all of your volleys, but you deal like 0 damage. Even though you start a fire, you still deal 0 damage for some reason. Although AA guns and all those things break normally, but damage is like none. Two hits, 0 damage. Okay, this can happen. This isn't too extraordinary. Ten hits, 1,716 damage. This is an average of 170 damage per hit. Per hit, that's a shell that hit the target. 7 hits, 0 damage. You know, the crazy thing was that with my Cleveland, I was shooting at the New Mexico, my HE was dealing no damage, but when I switched to AP, I started dealing damage, which was the weird thing. 9 hits, 858 damage again, and I started a fire. Five hits, 0 damage again. But yeah, it was really odd. Like, I could penetrate with my AP on the Cleveland against the New Mexico, but my HE still dealt 0 damage. It was really bizarre. 6 hits, 0 damage, but I started a fire on the Yamato. Well, since the Yamato is behind the island now, I'll switch to the Montana, but my first volley will miss though, sadly. Still, this is a really bizarre thing, and I don't understand why people doubt what I'm saying to them. They start talking, oh yeah, but the Mogami didn't get nerfed in the latest patch, and this has been going on for months and stuff like that. Somebody even fucking told me that I'm not good enough to essentially said that I'm not good enough to talk about these things. And I kindly pointed out to him that he should just look at my stats and his 4 hits on the Montana, 0 damage again, but that one might have just been like bad hits because I didn't see where the ship was. I mean, at this point I don't really care about this game. What bothers me is in general, because the Mogami, Cleveland, Murmansk, Marblehead are the only cruisers I have. I literally bought the 203 guns on the Mogami even though they are worthless. Yatago's 203s were fine, and when I switched to the 203s of the Mogami it was fine too. But with HE it was garbage, and to be honest I think that Mogami with 203s is worthless. Yatago is better in like every way. So did you see how much damage I did to the North Carolina with 10 hits? Like none. This time 11 hits did 3000 damage, which is good. That's okay, although usually you would get way more, but it's like okay-ish. I could live with that damage. 5 hits, 0 damage. Okay, you don't have to worry, this game will end very quickly. 4 hits, 0 damage. It'll end quickly because I'm gonna die. Also, hitting the Tirpitz is hard too. 7 hits, 858 damage. It just feels like, I don't know, it feels like the thing that messed up the AP also messed up HE for some reason, but not 203 HE, but all the other ones. 10 hits, 4,840 damage. That's more the kind of damage you would expect, but I don't know why it sometimes deals the damage and other times it doesn't deal damage at all. Okay, and I died. 6 hits, 0 damage again. Let's just watch till the end because that Yamato is gonna eat my torpedoes, and that's just a nice feeling. Yes! I killed the Yamato! Anyways, let's jump to the end of the match, the score screen now. Because I didn't watch the end of the battle, you'll have to do with the screenshot. Look at this, I did 143 hits on target, I only did 28,149 damage. This is like 200 damage per hit, like per hit that hit the target. This is really low, this is lower than what you usually got with destroyer guns. I mean, the fires that those same hits started rival the damage that I did with the guns. Anyways, I don't have the game for the next match, which is a Cleveland match that I had, which is 152mm guns, where I also fired HE. It was mostly against Fusas, as you will see. You see, I did 50 hits on a Fusa, 47 hits on another Fusa, 17 hits on an Omaha, and 3 hits on an Independence. I did 19,857 damage with 100 hits. This is like 160 damage. Okay, maybe a little more. I don't know. I did the math on top of my head. Anyways, this is even less than the Mogami match per shell hit. I mean, the fires I started in those same hits did almost double the damage that my HE shells did as damage. Think about this. Something is clearly completely messed up. On the Mogami you can at least switch to the 2 or 3 guns to be able to, keep dealing some damage. But on the Cleveland you have absolutely no choice. You only have your 152mm guns. So this is essentially what I wanted to show you guys. Something is incredibly messed up with HE at the moment. Yes, I know that AP stuff is messed up as well, but HE on everything other than 203s on cruises is completely messed up. The weird thing is that on the Błyskawica, the 120mm guns seem to be completely fine with HE. Like, I still deal decent damage with them. But this is absolutely absurd. And I can't imagine it's working as intended, so I imagine that Wargaming is going to fix it. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this. If you enjoyed this video, which I don't know why you would, but maybe you do, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.